Hi, Mixmaster Golf family. How's it going? Unfortunately, on Sunday evening, the golfing world has lost one of the main pillars of its history and its foundation. Arnold Palmer has passed away at the age of 87, and it's been a little bit of a sad time, and the reverberations in the golfing world are just sounding and rebounding right now, and you know, when you lose someone, it's kind of hard. Because it's someone who, you know, was a foundation to help you grow, to help you develop. Someone who invested more than they ever needed to in you, because they felt that they believed in you. Because for some reason, they saw a vision in you which you couldn't even see. And this is exactly what Arnold Palmer was for a lot of great figures in the golf world today. If we could just read through a couple of statements. Tiger Woods writes, "He meant so much to the game and to me personally. I knew I could always call on him for advice, and I look forward to seeing him at Bay Hill and at the Masters. Arnold touched so many people. My kids were born at the Winnie Palmer Hospital for Women and Babies, and his philanthropic work will always be remembered, along with his accomplishments in golf. It was an honor and a privilege to have known Arnold, and I'm forever grateful for his friendship." Yeah, he didn't know me from Adam, but once I started winning a few tournaments, and I got a chance to play in the majors as an amateur, I got a chance to play with him a couple times, which has certainly been one of the highlights of my life. Tiger Woods continues. He recollects a time he was playing with Arnold. And Arnold wants to play for skins. And I say, "Well, I have no money. What are we playing for?" And Arnie said, "Don't worry. You'll just owe us in the end." And then I tell Arnold, "What if I win?" And then Arnie replies back, "You'll still owe us." Well, we're pretty much tied going into the last, and Arnie makes some BS birdie to take all of the skins, and Jack is frustrated, and I'm ticked as well. And then the three play a par 3 contest, and they just said, "Come with us," Tiger Woods says. So we walked over there, and we didn't have to wait, and we were on the box, and I'll never forget, we all birdied number 9, and that was probably the most nervous I've ever been. They had hit it close, and now I'm looking out and seeing a lot of water and seeing just a sliver of a green. I was lucky enough to take it off the backboard on the green and just to have it roll back to the hole. So we all made 2. And then Tiger Woods remembers another moment. Arnold hit first on 10, and Jack hit second, and I hit third. And Jack grabbed some water, and I did as well, and Arnold just took off down the fairway. Well, he was using leather grips, and he was unwrapping the leather grips. I don't know if anyone's ever tried to re-grip leather grips, but do you know how hard that is? You've got to have some of the strongest arms and hands in the world. And Arnie was just doing that, walking down the fairway as if it was nothing. That's Arnold. Tiger said his hand strength was amazing. He was hitching his pants around, getting ready to hit a shot, re-gripping his clubs while he waited. And that was Arnold right there. And it's just amazing. President Obama writes, "With his homemade swing and homespun charm, Arnold Palmer had a swagger before we had a name for it. From a humble start, working at a local club in his beloved Latrobe, Pennsylvania, to his superstardom as the face of golf around the world, Arnold was the American dream come to life. Along the way, he racked up win after win, but it wasn't his success that made him the king. Arnold's freewheeling, fearless approach to the game inspired a generation of golfers, and for the first time on TV, enthralled an audience across the world. Sure, we liked that he won 7 majors, but we loved that he went for it when he probably should have laid up. That spirit extended beyond the links, where he freely gave of himself and poured everything he had into everything he did. From building hospitals to personally responding to countless letters from his fans. And he did it all with a grin that hinted maybe he had one more shot up his sleeve. Today, Michelle and I stand with Arnie's army in saluting the king. And now we get into the close circle of Arnold. Gary Blair released a statement about his dear friend Arnold Palmer on Monday. Vivian and I just woke up on the farm this morning to the sad news that our friend Arnold Palmer has passed away peacefully last night in the USA. I have so many vivid memories of our time together competing around the world with our families, helping with each other's charities, and just being together. Arnold was many things to many people and undoubtedly made golf more popular, but to me, he was simply a dear friend for over 60 years. Of course, like anybody, we had our differences, but these never stood in our way of our friendship, and I will miss him terribly. He could be difficult and he could be demanding, but also blessed with charisma, charm, and patience. Arnold Palmer simply transcended the game of golf. He was inspirational to so many and lived his life to the fullest. He had a slashing, dashing style accompanied with a knowing smile. He was loved by all, even when they did not know him. He always made an effort. Even when the odds were stacked against him, our prayers go out to Kit and to his entire loving family. Muff, I will raise my glass and toast your life tonight, my friend. I hope to be reunited for another round together in time. Rest in peace. I love you. Jack Nicklaus writes, I just got the news at about 8:45 that Arnold had passed. I was shocked to hear that we lost a great friend and that golf had lost a great friend. At this point, I don't know what happened, and I suppose it's not important what happened. What is important is that we lost one of the most incredible people in the game of golf and in all of sports. My friend, many people's friends, just wore out. I knew he was in Pennsylvania trying to figure out how to make himself better. That's what Arnold was always trying to do. He has always been a fighter, and he never gave up on anything. He didn't give up even now. Maybe his body did, but I know Arnold's will and spirit did not. I wish I had another chance to talk to him. But I'm so glad we had talked a couple weeks ago on his birthday, on September 10th, when he sounded great. So Barbara and I are just in shock and incredibly saddened. Our hearts, thoughts, prayers, and sympathies go out to Kit, his kids, his grandkids, great-grandchildren, and his entire loving family. He was one of my best friends, closest friends, and he was for a long, long time. I will miss him greatly. Arnold transcended the game of golf. He was more than a golfer or even great golfer. He was an icon. He was a legend. Arnold was someone who was a pioneer in his sport. He took the game from one level to a higher level, virtually by himself. Along the way, he had millions of adoring fans, Barbara and I among them. We were great competitors who loved competing against each other, but we were always great friends along the way. Arnold always had my back, and I had his. We were always there for each other. That never changed. He was the king of our sport, and always will be.